Um, I'm fairly certain that tree isn't supposed to be floating in midair. Ooh. Ooh. That's creepy. And it's the only way for you to see my face unless we look here in the inventory. Because we don't have F5 reverse yet. Hello! Welcome back to Minecraft The Journey. It's upgrade day! It's upgrade day! It's upgrade day! We're going to upgrade the world today. Yes, we are. This is Minecraft The Journey, the amazing series where we are playing Minecraft from the earliest available development versions, and we're playing all the way through, right up until the current release, whatever that will be at the point in which we get there. And we're upgrading our world all the way through, so this base area here in Minecraft Alpha 1.0.1, it'll still be here when we move up to 1.15 or 1.16, or who even knows what will be out by the time we get there. That's pretty fascinating. So, in this episode, yes, we're going to upgrade to 1.0.3. We're going to skip 1.0.2 because there is just some redstone changes in that version that we don't need to go through by upgrading separately to. We can just cover them in the 1.0.3 upgrade. So why don't we get ready? Why don't I get the world upgrading, and then we can come back and check out all the changes. Welcome to Minecraft 1.0.3 Alpha. It feels the same, it smells the same, it looks the same, but there are changes. There are always changes. And in 1.0.2, a few changes were introduced regarding redstone. First, it's officially called Redstone. Hooray! Hello viewers, this is Future Bugman here. Looks like I got a bit confused about which version the redstone got renamed. It's actually Alpha 1.0.4, so just forget everything I said about redstone being renamed here, and let's carry on like nothing ever happened. Hey, it actually has a name. We don't have to call it red ore dust or red ore or red ore torches. We can just call it redstone. That's great. One of the biggest changes was that if you walk over redstone now, it won't pop off the blocks like it did before, because how annoying would that be if that was its intended behavior, right? And the second is that if you have redstone with a signal, it will now make particles, which looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's a new thing. And so with redstone, because we have to learn about it as the game goes on, I wanted to make sure that we went through a few of the different logic gates that redstone gives us that we're going to have to use in farms and things like that, because we'll build all sorts of crazy things, right? We will be building sorting systems and farms and all sorts of other stuff to make this world crazy and learn about all of the new features as they come in. So with redstone, it's important we understand some of the ground rules. So let's learn about it. First, this is what let's call it the on-off gate. It's pretty simple. It works like a light switch. It's off currently, and when you turn it on, it receives power, and that in turn powers the door, or opens the door in this case. Hey! So, it's simple. Off, yes. Off, on, off, on, off, on. Pretty straightforward. This one is what we call a NOT gate, and a NOT gate basically inverts the signal of whatever input it receives. So at the moment, this torch is powering this redstone because it's receiving no power through this block. In this case, the switch is off, which is why we have no power. So if we turn the switch on, we have power. It goes into this block. The torch inverts the signal that it receives. On turns to off, and thus the door is unpowered. So if we just do that again and turn it off, you can see that the redstone signal is inverted and it becomes on. This one is called an OR gate, and basically this means that this door will be powered if it receives an input from either here or both at the same time. Basically what's happening is the lever powers the block, and that powers the redstone and the door, and that means that if you power it from either side, one or the other or both, then that block is receiving power. And that results in that door being powered. Now this one is called the AND gate, and we can use all of the stuff we've learned about those other ones in combination with this AND gate. So the AND gate is all about providing signal output only when both of the inputs are providing power. This is done by inverting the signal from this dust in the middle here, which will always be on unless both of these torches are off. So as long as this dust is receiving power from either torch, it will stay on, and this torch in the front here will invert that signal, causing it to be off, and make this door unpowered. So if I head over here and turn on just one of the levers, that results in power going into this block, which turns off this torch. But this is still turned on because this torch is still providing power. So because this dust is still on, the redstone torch inverts the signal and we have no power to the door. So only one lever turned on means no power to the door. But if I turn on both levers together, you can see that the door is opened there. And that is because this block is providing power to this block. This torch is off. This block is providing power to this torch, and that results in no power being given to this redstone dust. And because that redstone dust has no power, this torch in the front inverts the signal, and that results in power being applied to the door. Hello, I know, let's celebrate. We've learned something about AND gates. It's getting to be nighttime, and that's good for us because there have been some changes to the mobs. Now, I saw a couple of mobs around here. I'm going to head over there. I see you. I see a creeper in here. They have added mob sounds. So let's go up and see of each of the mob types what these new sounds sound like. That's a creeper hiss, and to be honest, I haven't had a creeper blow up on me for a while, so I don't know if that was a new sound or an old sound. But I'm going to head out here and see what else I can find. Hello? Ooh, that's nasty. You seem to be... Ow. No, you seem to be stuck in a hole. No, no. Okay, well, there's that death noise as well from the spider, which is kind of refreshing to hear. It makes me feel like I'm playing Minecraft again. What was that? Was that an idle music sound effect or cave noise or something? I hadn't got to that yet, but one of the other noises they've added to the game is ambient cave sounds. So maybe that was it? I'm not sure. We're going to have to head into some caves later and find out. Do you remember in episode 10, when we started out on this new world, just how impossibly difficult it was to do anything at nighttime because of the sheer number of mobs? Now, I know in modern day Minecraft, if you were to stand up on a hill like this and just look out into a field, you would see mobs popping up all over the field, and they would be navigable but annoying. But in this version, they are really just so few and far between. You're a sheep, you don't count. No, it's really hard to find mobs now. I'm just going to have to keep wandering around until I stumble across something before the sun comes up. Is anybody out there? Anything? Hello? There's not a single mob in sight. I'm all alone. Oh. What's that? What is that jingle jangling? I definitely hear something. Oh yeah. It's nearby. We'll find it. I feel like it's definitely closer. It sounds like somebody's dragging a broken xylophone across the cave floor. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's skeletons. Of course it's skeletons. Ah, we've just uncovered ourselves another spawner. That's good news for us. Now how to make this secure without dying? Let's go down this way. Try and get around the back of it. Then we will figure out where the entrance is and secure it. Okay. Oh, no, that's not what we want. Not at all what we want. Ooh, that thing nearly killed me. Okay, let's get some more food out here just in case we need it. I like to have, let's have that in number 9 and get some food down there. Okay, let's try and figure out what it is we are dealing with here. Right, I see you there. Let's, oh, listen to your noise. Okay, it's quite far away. It's out of my reach. I need blocks, I need blocks. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I'm gonna take a couple of risks. Nothing too bad. Aha! Aha! Now, is there anything that escaped? That's the problem. It looks safe, it looks safe. Who knows what's down there? Let's make that safe. Okay, that looks safe to me. We've got ourselves a skeleton spawner. Wow! Off they go. Yeah, do the work for me. That's the way. Okay. Ah, no. Gonna get ya. Now. Oh, ow. Okay. Look at that. Ow, ow, ow. Arrows flying everywhere. We've got some light in there now, so it should be a little bit more safe. I'm trying to get some more in there without dying. My armor is just no good. These 3, they need to die. Let's get rid of that. Yes. Come here. You can see me. Pathfind. Ow, ow, ow. No, no, no. I want it to pathfind to me. Oh, I've got a bow and arrow. And job done. It was as easy as that. Okay, let's stick some more lights in there. I think we are looking better. I'm going to open that up now and just... Oh, I thought there was a skeleton there. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, this looks pretty good to me. Oh, look at that chest. It's just full of arrows. Okay, let's see what treasures we got. Ah, wheat, bucket, gunpowder, string. Okay, let's get these arrows though. I'll have those. Let's have a look in number 2. Bread. I'll eat that. And some wheat, which I can just turn into more bread. There was 1 more over here, wasn't there? Or 4 more. Okay. So the rewards for that weren't so great, but we do know now the location of another spawner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig up to the surface from where we are, and I'm going to mark this on the map or on the surface, so I know in the future exactly where it is. We can maybe do something with this down the road. Oh, that looks weird. Adding these mob sounds was such an improvement. I mean, before that you could just hear mobs walking around on the ground and you really didn't know what was what. But now you can hear the different sound effects and you know exactly what's nearby. Like you pesky thing! Get out of it. I still haven't found a zombie. That's the last one that I'm looking for. So I think I'll wait till nighttime. It's nearly dusk. There you go, it's dusk. Officially dusk. And see what I can find around the base here. Literally devoid of all life. I don't understand where all the mobs are. Really, I don't. But I want to move on from this because I don't want to just roam around outside in the nighttime forever and a day. I will find a zombie and we will hear the noise that it makes. I'm sure we will. I'm going to head back to base now and then we're going to upgrade our world to the next update of Minecraft Alpha 1.0.4. Will you look at that? Fancy new animated splash screen. Wow. Let's jump into our world. Here we are. Minecraft Alpha version 1.0.4, and this is the Secret Friday update number 4. The Secret Friday updates were the updates that Notch would put out on a Friday where he wouldn't talk about what had gone into the release. He would put in all of these secret features that players just had to discover on their own. And there is one of those features that we're going to look at in a minute. But first, let's talk about a couple of the basic changes. Earlier in this episode, I made the mistaken impression that Redstone had changed its names in 1.0.3 or something like that. But actually, it changes in 1.0.4, this version. So this is the official version in which Redstone is now officially known as Redstone. Thank you, Pig. Yes, okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, there's one more little thing that we need to look at inside the house where we have that handy dandy minecart track. First things first, the minecart no longer has a chest inside. That looks much better if you ask me. And now for my next trick. If I just hop inside this minecart and hop into F5 mode, look at that. We have the player sitting model. So the player now has a sitting model whenever it's inside of a minecart or when it's riding a pig. I do have a saddle and I could ride a pig, but I think that in order to get the saddle back, you still have to kill the pig and lose the saddle. So I'm not willing to give up my saddle just yet. But it looks like if I push forward, nothing happens. I still can't steer the minecart. So if I pick that up, let's try and do this in F5 mode. This might be tricky. Oh, no. No, come back, come back. Take two. Let's try that again. Now, if I line myself up so that I've got the minecart there and jump inside, woohoo, look at us. Oh, that's a bit flashy, isn't it? I'm trying to get a good view, but I really can't. I really can't see my face. I really don't like this. I would like to be able to see my own face. Anyway, let's get out of this thing. We've got a couple of other things to look at. For this new feature, we've had to come back to the main menu. We're going to have to create a brand new world because there is now a 1 in 4 chance of your new world being snowy. So let's create a new world and see what happens. Looks like a fail. Also, it looks like the game is frozen. We did it! Look at that snowy world. Oh, wow. I wonder how this looks on YouTube. It looks perfectly fine here. But you know how snow and particles works on compressed YouTube videos. Oh dear. Oh, no, that's the sunrise. That's good. I thought it was going to set for a minute there. Wow, look at this. Ice block. It's super slippery. I'm running across right now and I'm feeling that if I just let go of the forward key, you can see how I have a little bit more forward momentum. It's not terribly slippery, but it's just a little bit more slippery. So let's break that. Now, what I understand of this version is that water blocks that are exposed to snow should turn back to ice. Falling snow, that is. So if we just watch this for a while, it should all go back to ice. There we go. 2 have formed back into ice. So definitely these water source blocks are forming back to ice when they're exposed to the falling snow. But I was just sitting here having a look at the snow, and I don't really know how well it comes out on YouTube, but if you look really closely, as the snow hits the ice, the particle kind of disappears into the ice. It's a really nice effect, but also the snow doesn't settle until it turns into these things, which is snow layers. So I think if I pick this up, yeah, there's just grass. Well, that's no good. I was hoping to get a snowball or something, but I don't think that they've been introduced to the game. Let's just pop up here and take in the majesty of a snow world. Ah, look at you. Look at you little animals having fun. You've got your little ice skates on and off you go. Ah. It is quite lovely, really. It's very, very bright. But the downside is that this entire world is like this, just completely and utterly covered in snow. But maybe this was the game development's first attempt at weather systems or biomes, or who knows what they were thinking about when they decided to do a snowy world. One effect of the snow here is that everything definitely feels a lot more bright. I don't know if any of you have lived in the snow or been to the snow, but if you go to sleep when it hasn't been snowing and then you wake up the next morning and everything's covered in a beautiful layer of fluffy white snow, then you know that everything is bright, you know? It should be dark and gloomy because it's the middle of winter or something like that, But actually, everything's really bright because that snow is reflecting all of the light available to it. I guess in this game, we've got only consistent light coming from that sun, but you still get the same effect, even here in Minecraft. So cold. I've been out here too long and I wasn't dressed for this cold weather. I'm so glad that we came and experienced all of this snow, but I'll be glad to get back to our nice, warm, cozy alpha world. Sooner rather than later. But I have to do that next time because for now we've run out of time in this episode. I want to say thank you so much for joining me exploring Minecraft Alpha and seeing this amazing snowy biome that you can only get in every 25% of random games that you load up or random new worlds that you load up. So I don't suppose we'll be seeing this for a while yet in our current Alpha world, but it is here and it is glorious and it does look great. So if you've enjoyed the episode, thank you for sticking around. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so that I know that you watched it and liked it. And please do give me feedback in the comments below if you want to as well. If you want to support me, then you can just share my video, let people know about this cool series, or join the Discord and come and hang out. There's information in the thing, down there, in the bottom, whatever it's called, in the doodad. So thank you so much for joining me in this episode. This has been BugmanCX. You've been watching Minecraft The Journey. Bye bye.